Hey everybody, popping on here so everybody can pop on. Really having some fun doing these. I cannot wait for you guys to hear from one of my very special friends. And let me get her on here. All right, there we go. It finally popped up so I could tag her. There we go. I know that we had a couple of people on our call last night and super excited, and I cannot wait to share with you today. It's a little bit cold for me today, so I'm in my sweatshirt and I'm getting ready to go to Miami to shoot some stuff. It's going to be so cool. I cannot wait. So I'm just waiting for Kelly to get on. You guys, please share this. Also, drop in the chat, where are you from? What are you excited about for 2023? I want to hear all the good stuff. So let me see if I can find her. Okay. So, well, fudge. All right. So this doesn't work perfectly every time, but you know, it is what it is. Hi there.
Hi.
We've seen each other a lot today, friends.
What, like fourth? I don't even know anymore. Lost track.
Yes. So so Kelly, I want everybody to hear about your story. I want you to go from, you know, you being living up in the frozen tundra of Canada to having a farm, to being a friggin' software genius, to having your own business with Monat. I want to hear all the things. Let's roll.
First up, before I get going, I just want to make sure my AirPods sometimes sound funny. Do I sound okay?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, when we were originally talking about doing this, you were talking about how like everybody's life has like those crazy things kind of going on. Things have happened in our lives to kind of get us where we're supposed to be. And I went through many years of things that led me to where I'm supposed to be. So yeah, I want to kind of back up. So essentially in 2016, I had moved to a brand new town. I knew nobody. Our town had like 1,000 people. My husband was never home, and I was super lonely. Like I'm an introvert, but I need people still. So I joined Monat in 2016 because I wanted a community. I was just so desperate for people. So I joined in 2016, and in about 2018, 2019, I started struggling with my business. And I'm going to kind of walk you through why. And this is where we're saying everybody kind of has things happening in their life. So in 2015, my husband and I started trying to build a family. And in 2018, 2019, we still hadn't been successful. And I was really struggling because for me, I heard a lot within Monat about, I do this for my family. This is for my kids. This is to send kids to college. And it didn't feel like it was the right place for me anymore. So I was outside, and I remember this very specifically. I was outside one day on my deck, and I was like, hot damn, it's still about my family. It's just not my family that's here with me right now. This community, this business, it's still about me, and it's still about my family. Just because it's maybe not specifically about children doesn't mean it's not about my family. So I kind of had this moment where I was like, for me, it's not about my family that's here with me. It's about building my family, whatever that looks like. If it doesn't have children eventually, it's still about my family. So in about 2019, kind of at the end, I decided I'm going to come back. I got to look at this from a different way. And I came back with like a vengeance. I was like, what the heck did I do for all those years? Why did I push this away? But I was in this place where it was weird for me. I wasn't really sure if this was the right fit for me anymore. It was. I just had to look at it from a different way. So with all of that kind of said, one of the hardest things though for me as well was living on the farm. So like you said, I live on a farm. I live far away from people. I live kind of in the middle of nowhere, and where it's really cold, where no one ever wants to leave their houses. So I kind of got back into this space again of community. Even though I had Monat and I was doing great with that, I was still feeling like I was kind of lacking community. So I kind of did this, and then I was a little bit all over the place. So in 2022, so I've kind of jumped a few years, but Toni, you started this incredible CRM that I jumped into as part of the beta. So beta is essentially the product's ready for market, or we think it's ready for market, and people get to try it. So in April 2022, I joined that process of trying the product out with a bunch of us. And I was working a job at that point in time where it was a software job, but it was not fulfilling. fulfilling. I enjoyed it, but it was not fulfilling. It wasn't something that I was like excited to do every day, that I was full of joy and passion about. So once I started using the CRM and I was part of the beta, it was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is down my alley. I love this type of stuff. This is going to help me in my own business. And I just kind of spiraled through all of these incredible things. So Toni, if you and I had ever really said more than 3 words to each other prior to this, but I one day was like, Toni, I'm going to send you my resume and tell you about me. And this is my experience. And this is what I could do to help you with the CRM. So prior to me coming in, we had Toni, who is the brains behind all of the CRM and everything that went into it as far as what was required for our industry. Then you have Anthony, who is the techie man. And there was that kind of that interpreter person that was missing in the middle. So then I came on and was like, you guys, I'm very techie. I speak our business language as well. I can be that middle fitting person that we need. So now, full-time job. I went from a software company that I enjoyed, but I was not fulfilled with. I wasn't passionate about. And now when I think of what I get to do every day, I'm so passionate about Monat. I freaking love Monat. And I'm like so passionate about this CRM, everything that comes with it. And I'm like, how dang lucky am I that every single day I get to do 2 things I love. Well, 3, because I love my farm and my husband. But the 2 things are Monat and the CRM. And that is what I get to do every day. And what's so beautiful about this whole sense of community thing and kind of the up and down I felt with that is within the CRM, the one thing that I have really found is that we have this insane community of people. Like Monat already has this incredible community. And Toni, I think that's a big kudos to you for the way that you've kind of led. But this community of people within the CRM is just like unbelievable. And I don't think I bet you I've met 1% of the people in this community in person, but I feel like I've known them forever and they're all this like incredible group of friends for me. So for me, it's so interesting. In 2016, I was desperate for community and desperate for people, and then kind of went through life things and kind of that snowball of different things happening to this place now in 2022 where I'm doing things every day I'm passionate about, and I'm with a community of people that I could not ask for a better group of people. And for me, that's so beautiful. Like, it's so interesting where you don't realize that many years ago how amazing things would turn out until you let everything come to fruition. And sometimes it's going through crappy stuff. That's just the reality, but it leads to where you're meant to be and supposed to be. And for me, that's just, I don't know. Part of me some days is like, is this real life? Is this really what I get to do every single day? Is something I'm so passionate about and I love so much. So yeah, there's so much more to the story, but I know that my lead up to get where I am now was it was all worth it. It was hard, but it was also worth it.
It was the setup. It truly was the setup. And you were, I mean, like, I was talking in one of our team groups today, talking about how you are such a rare gem to find somebody that can bridge the gap between, the understanding of software and IT and everything like that, and be able to explain it to people like us. Like, right? Because most salespeople are not organized. They don't have time for the technology. They want to find easy answers. But what we found through the process of this is that there was a need for it. Okay. We all 3 of us, you, me, and Anthony, built this platform, created the CRM, and somebody had asked, well, what is a CRM? Well, I don't call it's a customer relationship motivator. A lot of times when people have a CRM, you're paying for different things. You're paying for text messaging, you're paying for email, you're paying for VAs, you're paying for social media, you're paying for all this. And then to have all of your social media messages that are in one app, that in itself made my life, I'm telling you, it shaved off at least 2 hours a day for me. Just having one place where I could communicate with everybody on one platform. But the great thing is that this never would have came to fruition without your brain and your talent behind it. So I'm going to tell you, you have a really special gift. And the gift is that, bridging that gap. But the fact is that you already knew network marketing. You already knew our company. You already knew our needs. But it goes so much further than that. So let me tell you, I want you to explain it because you do a better job of it.
Mhm.
I'm just the one, I actually learned from you guys. This is not my foray at all. I was spending over $1,000. No, it was probably more than $1,000 in what we build in this platform, because I think there's 15 to 20 different things that we can offer through this. But just to have one place where I have my email and my text messaging and my social media messages, I was like, holy cow, but we do so much more than that. But I'm going to turn it back over to you, because you know more about that than anything.
Mhm.
But what I love is your passion and you're willing to help people. And I'm going to tell you, all of the girls that we had on the call last night, all of our guests that we had on the call that have worked with you have said nothing but phenomenal things.
No.
So I'll turn it back over to you, friend.
Well, one thing that I didn't mention too is prior to 2016, like quite a few years before, my first years of university, I was in education. I was like, I want to be a teacher. Well, I decided I didn't want to be a teacher because I was like, I don't want to have all the prep that you have to do and the homework corrections and the tests. And so I've always been a teacher by nature. When I was little, I didn't play house, I played school. I made my brother sit in front of me and teach him. So I've always been a teacher by nature. And I actually just kind of forgot that that's a really important part of this. Like that's just in my nature, is to teach. And then again, the tech side. So essentially, yeah, the CRM and CRMs, people are like, I've heard of it, but that's it. That's kind of all they know. And essentially the way you can look at it is, I always say it's like a one-stop shop. Anything you're going to need in your business is in there, other than your back office for your specific company. For example, like with us, with Monat, we have our back office that has all of our orders and our customers, and that stuff is separate. But all of my customers from my back office can be in my CRM. So my CRM is for maintenance of relationship. It's for lead generation. It's for sending emails and communications. It's literally a one-stop shop. And when I say that to people, they're like, yeah, right, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, once you see it, it does. There are a bunch of different tabs within the CRM that allow you to do the different facets and things and features. So we have a website, and on that website, there's a really great image that Toni and them put together that essentially shows all of the features that we have in the CRM and how much it would cost you to go buy all of those things separately. And what is crazy is, to buy them all separately, you're looking at over 1,500 American, whereas with our system, you're looking at about 187 a month. So that's a big difference, from 1,500 a month to 187. So you're getting essentially a business shop. So we're no longer brick and mortar. We're essentially running everything out of this platform that you could ever imagine. And Toni, I love that you brought up the conversations, because I feel like that's so powerful for people, is we integrate with different platforms. So for example, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp is on the horizon. TikTok has already been done. We integrate with those platforms so that when someone messages you on IG, comes into my CRM. So I'm in one place to do all of my business, other than, again, my back office. So a lot of it has to do with jumping in and trying it to truly understand the power of it. Because I know I've heard some people say to me, I already use a texting provider. And I'm like, okay, fair. But that's such a tiny little piece of the puzzle that there's so much more to understand about it. So just think of it this way. It's a one-stop shop for everything you can imagine you need in your business, other than whether it's network marketing, but the back office for your network marketing business. So, Toni, do you want me to put the link in here for I guess I'd have to type it, for the website?
Yeah,
okay.
Sure. You can absolutely do that.
Let's do that.
But you guys, being that, and again, I truly believe that people are put in your life for a reason. And the one thing that I will tell you is that, like you said before, Kelly, you and I did not know each other very, very well. And it is about building relationships regardless of what your business does. And when that happens, that's when the universe conspires to make all of this beautiful music together. I mean, like, this whole thing that we've done is like, it's like orchestrated. That's the word that comes to mind. Mm-hmm. My whole thing about what we do is about simplifying. Mm-hmm. And Kelly, you saw it right away. It's about saving people time and making them more money and being more productive and having more time to spend on the things that you need to do, like self-care, more family time, that type of thing. And that's what we did with this. And now we have even a bigger vision of what we're able to do. Like, today we were talking about, I didn't even know that we have AI integrated into this platform. I was like peeing my pants. We're going to be able to offer people this, you know, something that they can add on. You can build websites through it. You can do landing pages. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. You guys, if you want more information about it, hit Kelly or I up on a DM, and we can send you like like an overarching video. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you have a business with clients or customers and you don't have this in place, you're doing your business a disservice.
Agreed.
So Kelly, can you share with everybody, you know, how we've been able to implement this and what we've actually been able to do for people?
Absolutely. So when again, we started in beta. So again, beta, we think we're ready for market, we push it to people and we start getting them to use. Beta, then we cleaned some things up. We improvised on things and we just made it a little bit better and then said, okay, here's the product. We love this. Now let's keep going with it. But what I love about what we do here, and Toni, this is kudos to you and kudos to Anthony, who is our techie guy, is we are constantly listening to the people in the field. Yes, I'm considered a person in the field, but we listen to everyone in the field. So people will come to me often and say, hey, Kelly, what if it could do this? Or could we try this? And I'm like, huh. And actually on our call last night, I love that Angie made a point. She said, Kelly, I've never heard you say no to me before. And I'm like, that's a really good point because everything is possible. And we constantly are listening to the people in the field who are allowing us to continue to innovate the product that we have. So from April, what we had, we built so much onto that. Not that what we had in April wasn't amazing and incredible, but we've continued to think of innovative ways to, hey, what if we try this? Could we add this? All things to save you time. Right now I'm working, I think there's 4 workflows. So workflow is an automated grouping of messaging. I'm working on 4 of those that we're going to release to everyone that's going to allow them to essentially nurture their leads better by doing this much more from their time of their day. So we're constantly, when someone tells me something, hey, could we try this? What if we add this? I'm like, let's do it. If someone ever gave me something, I'm like, we kind of have something already like that, or it doesn't really make sense, I would say no then. But everybody has had such incredible ideas, and this goes back to our community where everyone is so willing to speak up and give ideas and be part of the conversation and want to take part in masterminds, and the sense of everyone wanting to be successful within their own businesses, but also allow us to get these ideas to help us continue to build, which helps us be successful, them be successful. And it's been amazing. The other thing too is right now we're talking specifically Monat, but we have had some people come to us and say, I've heard amazing things. I would really love to use this, but I'm not with Monat. So what we end up doing is I work with them and I say, okay, what's your business like? How do we need to build this out for you? We start with a blank template and we build out for you the things that make sense in your business. So this isn't just Monat specific. We are continuing to build out the program, different, what we call snapshots. So essentially different versions for different industries. So this product is for everyone. Yes, we have the bells and whistles built for Monat, but we can build those as well for other companies. So actually above, I put cam.effingsimple.com, and that is the link to like all of the information on this. At the very bottom, it shows you the 3 options for Monat, but just below that, there's a button that says not a Monat market partner. Click here. So if you're not with Monat, you can still go there and kind of get some information. And then I encourage you to book a call with me and you'll see that when you go there. But just know this is not just Monat specific. And what's again great about that though, is now I have people, for example, I have a virtual assistant who uses, you bet that as she's using now, she's like, I think we should add this in too. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we're innovating all of the different Monat versions, the VA versions, the other versions we have. We're continuing to innovate what we have, which is not just Monat specific, which to me is so fun. It's so fun.
Well, you know, the other thing is too, it's about supporting entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. And that is what I'm huge about doing is, you know, I see these problems going on. What can we do to solve the problem? And that's what this does. So, amen. And you got the other thing I really love about this too, is that you guys can categorize all of the people that are already in your contact list or people that you bring in, or if you're doing different things, you can categorize everybody so you can have separate messaging for them, which is super cool. And then you have we even have Like, you can add events. You can also charge for events. You can build courses. You can do, you know what? I mean, what I love about this is that Anthony said we're 15 years ahead of our time, right? So we're going to replace all of that. Think about where you go for all the different things that you do. We have Stripe Incorporated. So it literally is an entrepreneur's dream.
Yeah. I've had so many people be like, so you mean it's going to replace Calendly? I'm like, You mean it's going to replace Eventbrite? Like, and it just kept Google Forms, it just kept spiraling and spiraling in a great way. But it's honestly, when I say one-stop shop, I'm not kidding on that. I am not kidding for a second. It is a one-stop place for you to do your entire business. Now, all I ever need open is my CRM and my back office when I need it. And even we've added a button for Monat people in the CRM to click to go to Monat's site. So literally you can do everything directly from the CRM now. So it's a product that it's one of those things that once you see, you're like, dang, why didn't someone think of this sooner? But it's someone had to have that brain that saw the vision, which is you, saw the vision, and then found someone to help you implement it, which was Anthony. And then I come into the mix, and between the three of us, we're this powerhouse trio that you can't stop us, because our brains are always going with new ideas and fun things we can do. And it's all about making this work for the industry. And when I say the industry, any business who has people, that is who this product is for. That's what it comes down to. If you have patients, clients, whatever you have, people, this product is exactly what you need, honestly.
And it's all about the follow-up.
Oh, is it ever? And my system does most of that for me.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyways, any last words, like you being who you are and being the amazing person that we know you are, what are your kind of like, what's your final thought for entrepreneurs, or what's the message? One last message you want to share?
I think for me, a lot of what I've recognized is I feel like if you're taking your business seriously, it's not that like cute little side hustle, and it's not just something you do when you can. If you are taking your business seriously, this is what you need, because this is going to help you retain your customers, retain your business partners, get good leads. This is what you need to be successful. Think of a business like if you go into the coffee shop, they didn't just open their doors and be like, okay, we don't really have much for coffee and we're not really taking this seriously yet. They're not going to do as well as if they're prepared and they have their products and they have their chairs and it looks great, it's ready to go. It's so telling to me, the people who are in and are working really hard, they are truly committed to their businesses, because this is where they want to be. And again, that's not just Monat specific, it's any business. It shows the commitment and shows that you are all in. And for the price point per month, like we charge right now, you guys, actually, we charge $29.99 per month for the one package, and that price goes up next week to $49.99. So if this interests you, I say go to that site I put above and do it right away. It is a monthly charge. But for me, $30 a month, even $50 a month, and I'm Canadian, so that's actually a little bit more for me in Canadian dollars. I'm like, well, of course, why wouldn't I do that? If that's going to help me in my business, retain customers, retain my business partners, get new leads, heck yeah, I'm in. So to me, it shows professionalism when people, or the fact that they're fully committed when they're jumping in. So that would be kind of my thing, is I really feel like it shows who's serious about their business by those who are jumping in and trying it.
So the one thing that I do want to say is that even though, and you guys, I'm going to tell you, if you're in Monat, okay, between Anthony and I, we probably have invested $300,000 to build this, because if I can just take the needle and make you 10 to 20% more productive every single month, that's worth the investment, right? Probably times 10. Because if I can do that specifically, not just for our Monat business, but if I can help other entrepreneurs do the same thing, don't we all win? We all win.
Yep.
Right? You're spending the money anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just spend, the whole thing is that you spend less, but you get more out of it. And that's the one thing that I will keep saying over and over and over and over again, is that if you do not have systems in place, you cannot be here at this production level. You're going to be here.
Yep. Yeah, well, and most, like within our organization, most directors have a virtual assistant. Well, the CRM is a form of that. So this allows you to build your organization while having systems in place. And I want to go back for 1 second to the investment you made, that I want to make very, very clear to people. And I think there's a lot of people with this misconception. Toni invested this money into this product knowing that this is what we needed. Again, not just money, people in this industry, and makes this much money off of it. You guys, Toni invested this money to help us in our businesses. That is powerful. And now when I became part of the beta process, that was a big part of it. I'm like, oh my God, Toni's so sweet. This is so nice of her. I want to try this and see what it's about. Like, this is for us. Toni makes nothing off of this. She just wants to see us grow and be successful. And to me, that's, I can't even believe that humans are even like that giving, that caring, that amazing. So Toni, thank you for that. I want people to be very aware of that this was just you saying, you guys need this crap and I'm making it. So here we are.
Yep. Awesome. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for your time today. You guys, thanks so much for listening in. Can't wait to talk to you on Monday. I'm hoping that I can come on at 4:00, but I'm going to be down at home office doing something. So I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to share with you guys, but we'll see you same time next week. All right, you guys.
Awesome.
Take care.
Thanks, Toni. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, babe. You rock.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye.